Oh wow! Hello, back again. Now it's only the last number one introduction of the background analysis of saying we are grateful and honored for all the entire time we've managed to gain over by being invited. All the people who were invited from the
The
first
Bluetooth
presentation
device is
of
ready to pair.
2021, dedicated in coming straight. Yes, from the city of Cape Town, in the United Unity, together with the African United Unions that are doing business at the city of Cape Town, that are the co-founders of School West Coast Foundation, and all the street homeless living people of all the multiracial native nations of all nations across the global world, that are in one soul, one eternity, one immortality, in the name of the all for one and one for all. That are homeless people living on the streets, that is the power of intelligence of all the eternal education that they managed to gain over here, as you know that we are also what a Scientology na new gig of the level, have a new what way to think, new way to design, new way to innovate, new way to change what the shifting systems of collectiveness for business tomorrow, transforming what into a new dimensional dimension. Therefore, we were saying in the first beginning to support Alderete James Voss economic opportunities and asset management together with Daniel Mayavene for finance and economic opportunities, Western Cape Government Minister. Therefore, and also with not forgetting all the way through to the West Grow first appointment after so many years when they last met, yes, at the World Design Capital 2014. Therefore, Bosque now, I remember that we introduced our first company. Our first company that we introduced was Kumbulile West Coast Youth Foundation. Youth Foundation, it is now Vamushe Renaissance Innovation Designs. The first company we introduced what in this playlist over there. So this playlist is for what Vamushe Renaissance Innovation Designs over here, a registered one, and then with the entire over there. And then if you need some few things to understand is that you can connect us, yes, on the URL link that we're going to give you over there. And therefore over here you can find these introduction papers over here from exactly what one of the URL playlists that you will find, yes, on the business tomorrow transforming to technology, on the playlist over there. Remember the request from us that we need funders and funding from all the presenters that we managed to invite is for you to understand that what are we all about. Therefore, the greatest thing of all, we have told you from the almost last few minutes of the previous media show, we are an innovative company that can company by Mr. Cesar Brian Makaluza. It in events, create, assemble, modifies, arrange, rethink, reimaginate, re-engineer, re-pioneer, rediscover new innovative and invented projects in scientific engineering, modern technological designs with with oh it's big and then I forget sometimes, yes, with my creativeness, responsiveness and abilities of my intelligence, of my peace of mind, in my brilliance, of my wisdom, inside insight and understanding to my art of graphic and philosophy of my master stability to access my thoughts into a dimension of the universal silent whispers in melodies of my art, in the musical rhythms and lyrics of every line, yes, that crosses my master thoughts, yes, for me to assemble and connect each thought to another one, and then to the other thoughts to produce and reinvent a new innovative project that will make a profitable financial finances income, such as what 755,326,502 billion. You understand? So that was an innovation that was innovated in one of the companies that we've mentioned also in that list. But the first one we introduced in the first playlist was the Bamusha Research Innovation Designs. And then that income will become an EEI for foreign direct investments to make our international world a better, brighter world, to bring together in it the unity and trust of that we as the entire world of nations, of many nations and multiracial native nations of one unity. We will share the world's wealth equally, just like the one I've mentioned right now, 7,566 to 255, 932 billion in the nearby next coming future generation, in the name of the all for one and the one for all. That is actually a short instruct to introduce this company. So therefore, my first innovations are these ones over here. The first ones over here, wherever you see this one, this color over here, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see, the number one product, that innovative product, was the G2S and 474 automatic wheel spanner. Yes, over there. Those are the first ones over there. Yeah. So these are the other departments. We have departments, various departments, when we are designing our own thought as one unity. So the first department that we honor is the combination structure of every innovation project according to their different departments of all the Vamushe Renaissance Innovation Designs, Lamushe Global Innovative Teenage Entrepreneurs, Skumbulile West Coast Youth Foundation, Mushe Business Universe, Creative Creations of Inotech and Creative Thinking, and then you see, yeah, therefore, there's the first department that we're talking about. This one is to what? Different of the breed evaluation and various designs in one unity of the United Unions and the empire structure of the other companies, foundations, and organizations. Innovation through structure of each innovation according to its department and other followers. And then the first department is the social entrepreneurial innovation project designs. You see, here are other companies inside that department. You see, we have a Skumbulile School Foundation, a Skumbulile Homeless Street Survivors Rehab Center, a Skumbulile Youth Development Documentary, and then a Street Talk, Street Game, and a Street Victories, the International World Youth Summit, and then the Engineering and the Science Innovation Project Designs, Department number 2. And then department number 3, Innovation Discoveries, Modern Technological Invented Projects. And then we go to number 4, the Vamushe Renaissance Innovation Designs, Software Discoveries. Therefore, number 5 is the Vamushe Renaissance Tender Projects Innovation Designs, that is accompanied by the Skumbulile West Coast Youth Foundation Tender Projects Innovation Designs. Another one accompanying that one is the Lamushe Global Innovative Teenage Entrepreneurs Tender Project Innovation Designs. And then the Vamushe Renaissance Innovation Designs over here for financial business profitable project innovation designs that will probably give you a gross net of 566,003,000 billion. And then the number 7th one are the art of the philosophy, general discovering inventions such as the Chronicles of Immortality, Passion to Survive, and then the School of Innovation institution called the Illuminati Embassy of Intelligence. Therefore, this is a brand new curriculum for education that will be the greatest one until 2063. A new curriculum education system for a brand new city of Cape Town and a brand new Griqua towns across the old age Griqua towns, yes, at the Republic of South Africa, celebrating their what? 1652 relationship with the global world until the 2019, as introduced in the last satellite that is been gone. Therefore, the Chronicles of Immortality and the book coming one, and then also the Passion to Survive SoundCloud. Let me note. SoundCloud music is all about my book and my music are all about love, joy, peace, faith, courage, ego, hope, pride, disappointments, encouragement, encouragement, self-esteem, dignity, loyalty, trust, betrayal, good times, bad times, visions and missions, goals, empowerment, trust, truth, reality, secrets, the past, the future, plans, forgiveness, destination, poverty, hunger, laughter, things that happen in day life, sadness and a smile. My books and my music are about but connecting those who love each other eternally and spirituality, physically and immortally, and with soul to soul, and about the blessing of our lives by the one above, God too, about connecting the spirits across the globe. They are becoming the dark side and the bright side of life. Therefore, that is the greatest introduction just of the Lamushe Mushe Vamushe empire of companies. Yeah, those companies we showed you over there, those are the companies inside one department. It's like when you have a department of tourism, you see, and then we have 10 companies inside there that are working together there. And then you're going to have a leadership in tourism, and then you're going to have mechanical tourism, something like that. Therefore, the second one is the one that is called, yes, Skumbulile West Coast Youth Foundation. This is a foundation based very much. Yes, you'll find these documents over there, but this is a brief business plan profile that we want to ensure that we are producing it for the previously all presented previous playlist that we have managed to encounter before we close our last presentation for because the issue over here is that Venaviso is that to facilitate investments that will lead to job creation and skills development in Cape Town, the department funds several structural businesses partners and provides skills training and job readiness programs and achieve the goal. These are the job readiness programs. The only thing that you are see over here is a department that you will find, and then it's gonna have the same. Look over here, we've got a sport and recreation development department, and then it's gonna have at least 6 faculties that will be out there. And then the Cecily Early Childhood Academy, Entertainment Department, Handcraft, Agriculture, and you see, all of these are departments, one by one department. So these ones here are the future analysis, especially not forgetting the Military Mind and Combat Fitness Training Center, the Stomarero Project Unity, yes, the Lamushe Mushe Vamushe Embassy of Intelligence too. Yeah, we can't forget over there. These are all of them. It was, as you can see, the University of Lunatics, Engineering, Science, Innovation, Technology, Entrepreneurship, Math and Philosophy. The International School of Excellence in Chemistry, the Bonaristo Rero Neighborhood Crime Prevention Unit. Yes, the West Coast Construction Taxi Rank Transformers. Yes, the Skumbulile Creative Minds Renovating Painters. Those are the tender ones that we're talking about. That I know that these people are going to talk a lot about. You have Sogen Ogwana boss over there when the jobs that we have created for the expansion into the global world of all the countries we've introduced in the previously introduced presentations. Therefore, this one over here is the Craft Design by Institute that offers these courses for people who need skills training in terms of business growth, in terms of business things over there at the Craft Design Institute. So all our unskilled youth and then uneducated youth, but who are keen to start their own businesses, will receive these kind of workshops, courses that we want to negotiate over there. So I believe that is the University of Cape Town Innovation and at UCT 2020, with their vision of innovation, they have managed to acknowledge what the Skumbulile West Coast Foundation that we show over there, all the innovations invented and the Vamushe Research Innovation Designs and the empire of other companies that are in that departments we saw over there. We will honor to the research contracts and innovation department, so that the technology commercial team, yes, can gather us together to become our own. They become a team that will support us as the administration support team in terms of growing the business very further. And then we need the innovation team, yes, to access the good opportunities across the global world when we unite with also the global network and the alumni network construct of the UCT. The contracts managers over here, we will honor them too, yes, to become a part of the growth and delivery, service delivery for service growth into our foundation basic schools and into our communities, innovations, commercial managers, new venture sport managers, marketing specialists, projects coordinators to support us to the innovation builder fund. You are applying it for the 2021-2022 period of time, and then also for the funding landscapes of the funding at the UCT. I believe that to ensure, lastly, to the University of Technology Fund, yes, we are hoping that you will find the right ball pen, yes, to sign what a global, worldwide, international relationship with us, because we are a future of that generation of time. Therefore, for the promising partnerships of these ones over here too, we are willing to work thoroughly with the novel approach to off-grid energy. Energy, very well. We have great designs over there to support us. So please, people of, let's get the graduates. We've got the jobs over here, readiness jobs. That you only need for you is your skills to service deliver us, and then we structure it infrastructurally to grow also into the 26 nations of 29 business schools of the UCTGSB #9. But I'm talking now to these guys over here. We are the future of tomorrow. We are the future of today. We're the futuristic future of the millennium time. Therefore, these are the products, the results of the class of 1991 of UCT, because at that time, yes, I used to visit the UCT very much a lot when I was a student at the Salt River. I talk about the Baxter and all that. I had friends in UCT way back. Many times I used to travel in many times over there. Therefore, our mess, okay, we were talking about the last previous one when we closed it, saying that we need a mass multi-purpose mass and development multi-purpose partial care centers for early childhood and all the things we've mentioned over there. They are designed to accomplish the entire MEC's visions and mission with the area of focus of their achievable strategic objectives. Statements are emphasized for on the issue 34 September 2019, Western Cape Government Peter Magazine from the provincial premier vision and mission statements to the Minister of Education, Minister of Community Development, and then Minister of Community Safety, Minister of Finance, Minister of Health, Minister of Public Works and Transport, Local Government and Special Planning, Social Development, Cultural Affairs and Sport and Agriculture. We have also produced all of these ones in these two documentations we managed to show you. All these Kombulile West Coast Foundation businesses over here, they represent all those nurses in this side. Business tomorrow transforming to technology, but remember what shifting systems, and then therefore they are designed for the success of their 5 appropriate areas of focus. Their 5 priorities of focus is to firstly is to join hands and then partnerships, associates, global relationships with all the West Grow partnerships and all the partners of their intelligence as mentioned, and is to also grow this sector of area focus. We want target countries are carefully selected in accordance with information developed by the West Grow IQ team. So we are focusing really also in technology, manufacturing, and then into also financial services, then green economy, and so on and so on and so on. So when we are closing it is that we had 5 priorities. We want to build economy, empowerment, and then we are talking about also transport and spatial transformation, and then safety, innovation, and culture change. Transport and spatial transformation, we introduced the innovations in previous, just these two last ones. We created them for the purpose of fulfilling the strategic goal plan of 2014-2019 of the Western Cape government department of the Premier. Number one, the Cape Vision 2040, the 6 initiatives, the core values, the core emphasis, and the 5 strategic goal plans, game changers, and then they will be created and developed to conduct and achieve the vision, mission, strategic goal plans, purposes, objectives of the Department of Social Development programs specifications through the strategic goal coordinator of the Skhumbulo Kossu Foundation, Vamush Research Innovation Designs, Lamush Global Innovative Teenage Entrepreneurs, Sisonke Siyanqoba, IDP, SDF, POPM, strategic goal planning. For the youth development, victim of empowerment, service to older people, early childhood development, and then early child care protection services, services to older people, care and support services to families, sustainable livelihood, and then social crime prevention, and then substance abuse awarenesses. So all of those that you show from Skhumbulo West Coast Foundation are designed, yes, to produce those things over there for countries such as the one for the targeted countries by the UCT. Over here, we are calling them over here. So in Netherlands, France, we are going back again, and then United Kingdom, USA, and then Belgium, Luxembourg, and then Japan, Germany, Canada, China, Hong Kong, Kuwait, UAE, South Korea, Portugal, India, UAE, Austria, Italy, Hong Kong, China, Malaysia, and Singapore. We are calling you over there so that you give us promotion on how we can invest on us to produce all of those things we mentioned over there for the rhythm of South Africa. I'm not sure what I'm gonna find, what I'm looking for. Now I've got what I'm looking for over here, so that we grow all what we have mentioned in all the previous presentations, and the ones we mentioned right now in this presentation, to grow them for countries like to develop the economic global world of their own structural structure of sustainable development and service provider, by giving us the opportunity to become their service providers, and they become our investors and funders with the group of the entire city of Cape Town and the West Grow, and all this entire finished project right now of presentations dedicated to Mr. Tim Harris, yes, of West Grow, that I met yesterday at the offices of the West Grow in the city of Cape Town. Countries that we are dedicating these innovations that we showed you in this only presentation over here are Benaria, Saint Estosia, Saba, Bosnia, and Herzegovina, Botswana, then Bovarita Island, then Brazil, then British Indian Ocean, Terrori, then Brunia, Darussalam, and then Bulgaria, then Burkina Faso, then Burundi, and then Congo Verde, and then Cambodia, and then is Cameroon, and then is Canada, and then is Cayman Islands, and then is Central African Republic, then is Chad, Chile, and China, then is Christmas Island, and then is Cote d'Ivoire, and then is Cocos, Killing Islands, and then is Colombia, Comoros, and then is Congo, Cuba, and Cyprus, then is Cook Island, and then is Costa Rica, then is Croatia, Curacao, then is Czechia, then is French Guyana, French Polynesia, and then French Southern Territories, and then is Guare and Tiema, and then is Guinea, Bissau, and then is Guyana, and then is Holy Honduras, and then is Honduras, Hong Kong, and then Hungary, Ireland, and then is India, Indonesia, Iran, Iraq, Ireland, Italy, and then is Yemen, and then is Jersey, Jordan, and then Japan to Jamaica, and then in Jamaica, I'm gonna plant only one coconut for the agriculture two-way, and then the one coconut, yes, I'm gonna plant it in only one place. What of 500, 670, 552 billion thousand mega, what a trillion, what a million hectares. I only plant one. And then how much you gonna produce? I'm gonna produce 750, 155 tera giga what billion trillion 175 152 million in the square root in the square. What? Listen, I'm gonna times all that money I told you right now. You times it, you open a bracket, what do you put? 755 152 nano pento, and then I close the bracket him now. I said to the square of what 566 152 336 what tera nano pento octo quattro trio what bicentenary trio hectoke hexecte billion trillion. What currency should we put that over here, Kengo? But that currency, what will be the Jamaica? The Jamaica was the last one to close, ne? Yeah, in the name of the Black Stars of Ghana, the unpitiable, distributed Lions of Cameroon, what the Flying Eagles, what of the Flying Eagles of Lagos, yeah, the Kenya, Risto Kenya, the Burundis, yes, the Swaziland and the Zimbabweans that are doing business right here, what at the Kaelija. They are the ones who manage to corrupt. All this information is done right now within this moment of time. Therefore, now let's remind you back on what on issues that are that matter that much. Here are the issues that we love too much here to ensure is that the City of Cape Town government, please, Mr. Ivanson, Purchase, M. Oliver, G. Mudge, M. L. Kempton, B. Watsky, R. Basari, S. Arence, A. Van der Rede, and then G. Fauri, and then C. Van Wyk, C. Jordan, H. Currency, G. Twig, and Clayton. I'm closing this one under the name of Mr. Nigel Taters. Mr. Nigel Taters, I want to sit down also with you, brothers, all of you, because I am the number one of them all that has become what the service provider, public participation for the planning our future city together. Please, guys, I told you I've designed now planes and what in the name of those initiatives that you did, yes, for Kaelicha. And then Mr. Nigel was invited me for the December meeting at the planning of District 6. Thank you for receiving back the message from you, but I want to discuss Kaelicha very quickly with you in a professional private meeting that we can sit together eye on eye and face to face. And then I tell you that stop what producing without me what telling you what do we need where and where for global economic opportunities in asset management. The worst asset manager of all times that makes it what valuable, what currencies of bitcoins, what is an asset management of a property management, my bro, because property management, you're gonna build houses here that you will never be able to fulfill again, and you'll be gone. So our property, we know there's a property for us in the NASA making of planning of Mars, because we want to build those houses there in that Mars that you're talking about, because we have built what and designed what is spaceship that goes to Mars. That's the transport industry. Yes, transforming to technology. We were the greatest one, all of us in one unity, my boys. That one, and I know, is the eternity and spirituality of immortality with a young boy that is what is number one of them all. Kage. I can't mention it because it's one of the greatest ones. Thank you. Remember, before I go away anytime soon, right now, is that we want to ensure that we, as the people that are living with this disability, I am living with a disability of not having legs and arms, but doesn't mean that I'm stupid or foolish or dumb, or maybe I'm critical or I'm crucializing when I talk to myself, and then you think everything that I think before me, and then you do it for there, and then you said it's yours. Rastafari, your puss, skis bose futsek. Okay, me bra. Therefore, I'm talking to you, Mr. Alderage James Voss, straight to Mr. Daniel Don Plateau, and you, Mr. Alan Prinde Winder, and all of you guys in one unity of the greatest love of them all. What? The one that won in 2018, 2019. What? Greatest music of all times. We were the top number one in the World Cup of what? Of drums and saxophones and yes, Baba, you must listen and go to the greatest music. This is the music of the night, music of the morning, music of the prayer time, but you're still sleeping right now. But I've been holding you all night long. Now you're gonna do something with this. I was just in Cape Town just for 1 day, and now you are getting some more, but we don't get nothing till now over here. So in the name of Nigel Titus, I stop you now, because Titus is the tightest one. Remember, we can't expose ourselves who we are here, the city of Cape Town, in our eternity. Remember now, you must kyk weg. Scientology, nuwe kyk. Je moet kyk nuwe op die lewe. But it's time now to take over. But for the next coming 31 to 96, but millenniums, because we introduce even the money that the money we're talking about, 150, 166,000, 155, 100 billion, million, hectare, pentonano, 155,000, and then open the bracket, you put 562, 155,000 and billion, and then you say times by 166, 554,000, and then you multiply that one by another 566,000, and then you close the bracket, and then you say to the power of 532, 256 pentonano, terra, giga. That's money, yes, my brother. How much is it? Who is us, the roots out of the soil, out of 1/8 of 1/8? But who did it? All of us in one eternity and immortality, especially the mad ones, the psycho ones, and the mad ones. I'm mentally disturbed now, also myself and Sister Brian Makaluza, but I know the values of being a spirit of eternity and immortality, of the creations of life from the beginning of all of ones, not South Africa. So okay, all the mass development, empowerment that you are talking about when over here, Mr. James Voss, please, brother, they will be established for all the project descriptions of the Western Cape Government, DEDAT, Department of Directorate Enterprises Developers, with the focus of the 6 project descriptions and procurement promotion and including the need of financial support of the Enterprise Development Fund loan. They will be used for all the Inyatelo Trojan 2017 handbook of the business in society. All those companies over there, in the one of Woodstock 2018, that I was invited to as a special guest, coming from as a volunteer from Dream Workers working for the unemployed. They invited me to go and meet the conference of 2018, 14 August 2018. Therefore, they will build, development, created, established, and these projects, all of them over the NPOs they have over them, and the companies they have managed to invest on with their partnerships. We want that partnership to grow together with us in the city of Cape Town, because they will be developed for education and training. When I Mr. Aldare James Voss, programs and services, training and of service providers. You see. And then you train us, the service providers, us once more again, because this is a one-man jive thing over here. Mr. Sisa Makaluza all doing it physically, but all of the others, they are left behind. But eternally and spiritually, while keeping the faith and hope of the dream alive. But now it's time for to train them to become service provider even more. And then training and mentorship to develop new skills and confidence, and then volunteering for educational experience to increase the impact and sustainability of volunteer projects, and then educational training in innovation and entrepreneurship for job creations, and then knowledge economic skills transfer for global huge economic opportunities, and then a Transnet Foundation, yes we do, and then skills development, also in arts and culture, cultural affairs and sports development, designed for the unemployed, designed for old age, designed for people with disabilities, designed for early childhood, designed for youth development projects, and designed for the cooperative companies across the global world. What new venture creations of global universe, where maybe one day we can go and play a World Cup of soccer, Russia, where at Mars. We are planning the Mars mapping so that we go and live at Mars to play a football World Cup over there. But with the spaceship that we are designing, we sold you two now. Remember that. And then Trusted Foundation, we need the support of the education support and learner support programs, rural and farming schools, sport development programs, and then socio-economic infrastructure development, health and education. And then with Samsung, we are applying over there in the name of the Miss Jessica of Inyatelo, and in the name of the city of Cape Town as well, and then government, the Western Cape government as well, and in the name of the West Grow, in the name of Team Heron, and in the name of the entire Alderates and the councillors of the city of Cape Town, because Siso Bram Kaluza is the chairperson, and he is the president of the Western Cape. Yes, people have voted him, yes, into the social media networks. One that we managed to find out the Google News from yes, they said that they voted him to become the president of the Western Cape. Yes, and then Samsung, we need the unemployed youth training to be suppliers of electronic waste, and then skills for entrepreneurship and employability, e-learning teachers programs. We've got softwares programmed for that one, and then environmental one, and then EPWP or computer labs with Smart Cape access of 1 hour and 30 minutes. Yes, over there. And then we also need enterprise development, business startup incubations, partnership developments, information awarenesses, market linkage, youth enterprise ship support, and then we also need environment, but EPWP, land care, river cleaning, waste management, environmental care, wasteland rehabilitation and clearing of the alien vegetation. Over there, we've got companies over here from the Skumbule West Coast Foundation that support that thing over here, where we are talking about. When we were introducing Skumbulile Youth Foundation, there are organizations over there that need just equipment to clean those places we're talking about. such as river cleaning, waste management, environmental care, and waste rehabilitation. We've got greatest innovations we designed over there. And then education and training for early childhood development support, back to school support, adopt a learner studies support, grant, national curriculum support, career guidance, schools support, resources and media centers, business development, life skills, fashion designer, designer maker, graphic designer. Yes, we've got nice number one, systems designer, mechanical engineering, interior designer, furniture designer, art designer, and then web designers, gaming designers, architecture, service designers, textile designers, urban designers, civil engineering, industrial designer, creative designing, skill thinking, and problem solving. Those will be the future resolutions we will be bringing while we are capable of those things over there. I therefore also would like to honor, because yesterday at 6 o'clock I was supposed to go into a Lingele to West, the City of Cape Town Police Department CPF meeting. It used to be entered at Tuesdays at 6 o'clock over the past 5 or 6 years. I've been in their ecosystem. Therefore, I had a conversation with Mrs. Kelly Nyalambisa. So Ms. Kelly Nyalambisa approved that I must continue with all the preparations that I am doing with Skhumbuliwe West Coast Youth Foundation, which Skhumbuliwe Foundation is the stakeholder in the crime and prevention unity, as I am part of also the office of Mr. J.P. Smith in the name of Ms. Ruth Adams. So Ms. Kelly was the last person to sign out yesterday after all the places I've been to. Because I arrived around about 3 o'clock at the office over there, and then she said that I must ensure that I do all the projects, presentations, and all the preparations that we have been building together, just me and her, and the City of Cape Town Police Department staff. And approximately the entire force that is growing rapidly of the City of Cape Town Police, who are born and bred of Cape Town. Therefore, Ms. Kerry Nyalambisa said that I must also ensure that as she is signing, I must also find ways to bring her a copy of them, and then I will, you as the City of Cape Town government or the Western Cape government and the City of Cape Town and the South African Police Services should register me carefully according to the portfolio that I am a stakeholder at. And then again, I must introduce my bank details and my other also bank accounts so that there could be an investment of what that paycheck, meaning that a fee to be paid every month, which is a salary or wages, yes, or a financial payment. For every job that I have done since I've been there in 2015, because I began the resources of becoming a CPF in 2015 when I was directed by Mr. Klute, yes, who was my first mentor, facilitator at the Western Cape Government Department of Community Safety. So we shall honor that, Miss. Once Miss Kerry Nyalambisa have got the documents to ensure that everything is fine, then I'll be able to send. She said I must deliver my bank account so that I can receive a monthly income, so that I can find some finances to continue buying such things as the equipment of the Skhumbuliwe West Coast Youth Foundation, stakeholder to the CPF budget. That budget will be used according to the criteria of funding and granting, because we are part of the communities. Building the community together as one. Remember, I'm also part of the planning of our future city together, of the City of Cape Town. So Kerry said that we must ensure that we buy a computer. We must also ensure that to rent the premises that we are using for business offices, and then we must have a computer, office equipment for all of those ones. Because I told her some time ago that I used to have a computer that costed me 6.9 thousand over there, and then they break into my house and they stole it. And the first laptop was given it by the Triple M Russia to China Global for Africa ambassadors all the way from China, supporting them with Usasarina, Nomsa Motipane, and Udinewo, Udinewo Elihle Motipane. They supported me from the first laptop to buy, but it got lost. I was supported by Triple M Russia of Cape Town. They were the ambassadors over there. So Kerry was so worried over the past years as that we never got even any funding over there. So she is willing when she has managed to see our entire a period of 5 years in development, IDP planning, because the changing that we have managed to put in the Khayelitsha infrastructure of growth and development was dedicated into the entire police that is what governed by the City of Cape Town government. So we don't want any interactions or inter-invasionism, but we are giving all the times to nothing at all. So international global people of the world, in terms of the military navy of all the countries I've mentioned in before over here, I am calling now the navy what of all the country military soldiers and the military major colonels of the global world in the military ones, that we shall protect the City of Cape Town police department. I said department, not the South African Services Police. So the City of Cape Town Police Department are different things to the safety and security. We've got projects like that to define over there. Therefore, we have managed to produce multivarious over in the Skumbulile business profile, where we introduce 1,003 pages with multivarious over 60 companies, organizations, and foundations. Therefore, we want to ensure that the City of